Here's why I changed my name. So, as you all know, I used to go under the artist name of C12, and it actually wasn't originally meant to be an artist name. It was a temporary name derived from a website I used to run when I was 12 years old, and I honestly just came up with the name by using the first initial of my actual name and my age at the time. Now, when I started making music, I didn't really think too much about what an official rap name would be, so I just went with that same name, C12, and it worked for a little while, whatever, but when I started getting a little more serious about music, I realized I had to, change that name to something less temporary, something a little more permanent, a little more mature, a little more unique. So, I went on a month-long brainstorm trying to, figure out what my new name would be. And I ran it by a few friends, ran by a few family members, and I narrowed it down to 4 names. One Step Only, Green Giant, Skinny Giant, and Low Jacks. So to decide between all 4, I had a poll on social media. And the names that people seemed to like the most was number 1, Low Jacks, number 2, One Step Only, number 3, Skinny Giant, and number 4, Green Giant. So after considering all 4 options, I decided to go with Skinny Giant, because Skinny Giant to me seemed like the most versatile name, and that was what was most important to me in having the new name. It had to be versatile, it had to be unique, and it had to be something I wanted to stick with, of course. And I think that Skinny Giant, took the cake in all those categories. And so now that I had this new name, I had to do something to make it official. So I decided, let's make an EP. And it wasn't just because of the new name that I decided to make the EP. It was actually because I had had a hiatus where I wasn't really releasing music. Most recent music I had dropped before the EP was a single called Talk, and it was released under the name Code 12 because at the time I was still in the brainstorming process, and so Code 12 had been a name that some people had liked, and I decided to try it out. I didn't really like it though. So I came out with Puzzle Box EP as a way of seeing what I could do with my music, and also to, release a bulk of music to make up for the time that I had lost not dropping anything. The reason I named the EP Puzzle Box is because, to me, a puzzle, when you first look at it, is a whole bunch of pieces that don't really seem to relate to each other or fit together in any type of way. At least if you're doing like a really complicated puzzle. So to me, the EP was a whole bunch of different songs that didn't really have any similar vibes or, related to each other that much, that, just went together in one EP. It's not necessarily a puzzle in the fact that you have to look for a deeper meaning or anything. It's just that there are a bunch of pieces that don't necessarily have anything to do with each other. And I kind of felt like I needed to make the EP that way because I had to expand a little bit of my music creating capabilities. So what better way to do that than experiment with trying a different vibe on each song. The EP is out now on SoundCloud, and I plan to drop it on a few more platforms. I want to get some of the songs on this YouTube channel and like some music videos, and I want to get it on streaming platforms like, Spotify, Apple Music, but I want to get it mixed and mastered professionally first, so that's what's going on with the music. I also plan to post more content to this YouTube channel, as I haven't really given it much attention. If you want to keep up with what's going on with my music, then you can go ahead and subscribe, and while you're at it, just maybe like and comment on this video, or dislike it. Comment on it still. Make sure you check out the EP. In a few days, I plan on dropping videos explaining some of the songs from the EP and my creative process behind making the songs. But for now, that's it. I'll see y'all in the next YouTube video.